Greetings, friends. Purple Hair Guy here. Hope your days have been good. Mine has been pretty good too. Most of my days are good. You know, I get to make YouTube videos. What's more fun than that? So, here we are on a first stage guide. Going to be going over all the stage variants, some of the enemies you can find in them. And this is only over the first stage, so we won't be seeing any of the harder things. Now, I'm not going to be covering headhunters because those are in every single stage. You run into them all the time. And bead defenders and hover tanks because they don't show up that often. But here we are on the depot. If you've been looking around, it's a lot of pipes and boxes. That's pretty much what the depot is. The maps are bigger, I guess you could say, than the other variants. More open, but they do have a lot of cover with all the boxes and pipes. Now, when you'll see on other variants, they all look completely different. Here we'll be going to the Kaida training floor. The main theme here is orange, and this is supposed to be a training floor for military exercises, so you'll see a lot of things like concrete, a lot of barricades, things to hide behind, half covers made of concrete, and hedgehogs, which are those things that you can imagine like a D-Day beach landing, and tires. That's pretty much all you're going to see on this level. There is normally more barbed wire on these levels than other levels. But that's all that's special about this one, not too much. Going over to the third one, the Generator Annex. You'll see a lot of things that look like generators, they look like heat sinks. This map is generally more open than the other ones. There's not a lot to... Okay, starting on our first enemy here, we have the Breach Seta. So the Breach Seta is essentially just a riot guard. It has soft point bullets, it has base armor, and it moves real slow. It also has a chance to shoot out a grenade at you that will only stun. It doesn't deal any damage, it just stuns and removes shields. And is generally more tanky than other units. Alright, next up we have the SG Rival. They just have a dash ability and will run at you. Really, really low health on them, but they do deal a lot of damage, so you gotta be careful around them. Once again, they're really weak in health. Next up, we've got the Worker Bot. These guys are dumb. They don't do anything. They just walk at you and shoot with their pistol. That is it. They are very, very trash enemies. Okay, then we have the Rocket Prism. These guys are pretty deadly. As you can see, they just look like spiders with like a honeycomb on them. They shoot a bunch of rockets at you. That's pretty much it. They just walk around, inaccurately shoot rockets. Okay, we got the Mortar Turret. These guys have a tendency to kill themselves and their friends. They deal team damage, and they do not care what they shoot at. They will just blow up whatever. Okay, then we got the Stinger Gliders here. These guys move real fast, have a really strong attack, and can be partially damage immune after shooting the taser. It's hard to get that on clip because, you know, I was dying here. Okay, now we've got the Drone Turret here. This guy will spawn little drones, rocket drones, or gunner drones, depending on what comes out. Now, the drone turret doesn't need to have line of sight to attack you. It just sends these drones that will circle you. They will not directly attack you. And these guys also have a tendency to deal damage to themselves and their team. If you stand around it long enough, it will just kill itself. Just like this. And zap. It's dead. Spider bots up next. Spider bots, they just run away. They'll have a timer on their head. And if you let that timer expire, you'll see our next enemy here. There we go. A Chrono Trooper will spawn. Now these Chrono Troopers appear later in the game as well. But really all they do is teleport around, have a shield, and a pretty strong weapon. They can be dealt with pretty easily depending on what class you're playing, Riot Guard especially. Alright, now we got Sniper here. So Sniper always spawns with a mine around it. Every single sniper will. You can see that mine up in the top corner. The mine only stuns you and removes shields. It doesn't deal damage. And a little gimmick about these guys is that they will summon missiles to attack you if they cannot see you. So, see, I got his attention here. There we go. And now he'll summon a bomb on top of me. And that's it. And that's all they do. Then they just snipe you. Nothing special about them. Now, elite snipers, on the other hand, have a little bit different function. They shoot in bursts and will spawn with 3 to 4 mines around them. The normal snipers only spawn with 1 single mine around them. Okay, next up, the Ball Bot. So the Ball Bot's function is to just run at you like a bouncy ball. That is it. It just sprints at you, and its attack is just an AoE like strike, and then it dies. That's it. Ball bots, they're deadly. Okay, next up here, we're going to be looking at the, I think it's 19 or 17.9 millimeter turret. They're just sniper turrets pretty much, and they spawn gunner drones. Now, gunner drones are what I want to look at. They work the same as missile drones. They will just shoot at you, and when they're low on health, they'll charge you. You saw that one charge me earlier. I'll have another clip of this one charging me. You'll see they'll get low on health, and they'll just run at you, because when they die, they explode. So up next here, we've got the Mercenary. Pretty much all they do is shoot at you with this burst fire. The stronger variants will shoot faster, but they have a gimmick. They can heal. Now, you'll see he just healed there, and he'll heal later in this clip. But they also can throw a grenade. Sadly, I didn't get any footage of them throwing grenades. I guess they just didn't want to throw their grenades at me today. But that's okay. We didn't need them to anyways. You'll just see another heal popping up here. And bam, there's a heal. So they will just heal themselves. That's it. Now we've got the Frontline Medics next. These are just breach Zetas, but with one little gimmick to them that they can heal themselves. Now they have nano drones surrounding them. You can kind of see it. All the text is blocking it. But when they take damage, they will... Look there. There's 2 nano drones that just circle them, and they'll heal each other. That's it. These guys are very tanky, but they're not too deadly at all. They're just kind of annoying to deal with. Last but not least, we've got our tracked flame unit. It just shoots a flame at you. That's pretty much it. They explode when they die. Nothing too special about them. Now, I didn't know what to put as a final picture here for my goodbye, so I just plopped on an old screenshot of Warframe that I had for some reason. I haven't played Warframe in like 4 years. But this is the inside of my ship. I hope you guys like it. Don't forget to leave a like, to comment, and to subscribe. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next video.